Hi all, welcome back to more Skies Above Britain. This is Chapter 1, Patrol 2, Part 4, my Part 4. So, just going to probably just get the one part in just now, and then going to watch the football tonight. England-Spain, the final. So, I'll have my proper colours on, supporting the team. So and then I'm up early for work. To be honest, it's really annoying because it starts at 8 o'clock, and I'm really hoping it does not go to extra time because I think I'm going to have to go to bed because I think I'm up about 3:30, 4:45, I think. So finishing at 10's tight enough, you know. So if it goes, I'm hoping it doesn't go extra time because I'll probably have to abandon it if it does. Anyway, that's not what we're here to talk about. Part 4. Some comments. Had quite a lot of comments. Ones that are important. Stu made quite a few comments. There's quite a lot of them. Little things that I've not got my tablet handy, so one of the ones I picked up on there, it says every head-on, it actually says newsflash, every head-on attack has a vanish result. So I suppose, if you're going head-to-head, you're going to pass each other, or worse, as we've seen. But every head-to-head has a vanish result, but he did say that sometimes they have a reinforcement, so somebody else coming along as well. So that's one to remember, but I suppose, you know it's going to vanish, but if something else appears as well, it's not really helping, is it, really? As in, if you want to just have that one dogfight round, because I understand now that we're getting lost contact and things like that. Other things. Tim picked up another mistake. Another one where I had the two, I had this situation and I was attacking an isolated tile that only had one bomber. So I've been caught out with that 2 or 3 times. I tried to look at the outcome of it to see if I could do anything about it, but it was quite far back. I want to say the fighter ended up going... No, he didn't. He didn't go lost contact. What he went was he drew that emergency fuel thing, and I don't think he would have drawn a return fire with it. So he kind of still might have been in play. So I'm not really sure what would have happened to him. I'm just going to leave that. We sent him back to return to base with that fuel line emergency. But I'm going to have to watch that. I think I'll be on top of it now. But it was that, and then the other bit that threw me is when that is the situation. This tile isn't isolated. This is not a lone bomber. Yeah, it's only until the tile is isolated that then that becomes a lone bomber. So I caught out with that again. So was there any other? There was quite a few comments that Stu made. I just can't really. I need to have my tablet. I think Tim made quite a few as well. I'll try and pick up on them when I've got a bit more time. Maybe go over them, and some of them might pop into my head while we're dealing with things. Okay, so this we still don't know about this because I'm only talking about. I've released part 5 now of the first patrol, so this is part 4 of the second patrol. So now I'll probably not get as much done recording wise, so hopefully I can watch them over and get them out there, and we can find out if this was wrong. I'm really not sure about it, to be honest, the way I dealt with that, but hopefully the guys will tell me. Of course, by then I'm probably going to have finished Patrol 2 because we're not far away from finishing it. I think my intention is not to bother anymore and go home. However, we are sitting at a step here, right here. So, some of these fighters could be in a bit of jeopardy before we get them safely home. But Nobody up in the fate box yet. This patrol, to be honest, has went very quick. And the bombers haven't actually dropped the bombs yet, but we have managed to isolate all the tiles. Oh yeah, that was another one. Well, I can't really show this, but Tim was right. In the first patrol, we had a situation. Oh, I shouldn't really bother going through this. This was the situation here. Was there not another tile? Was it not like that, I think, or something? Yeah, and there was other tiles as well. I think this is one that had about 8 tiles or something like that. But he was right that I was talking about target. I think I targeted this one. But what I should have done was target this one first, while you've got everything joined together, so you get a disruption. All they needed was one fighter attacking this. My disruption number would have been about 10 or 11. Then we isolate that, and then we've only lost one fighter there to the disruption number, and then we've got all these still together. Whereas I done it the other way about, and I think went for this one that then isolated the two, or no, I can't remember what I done. In fact, I think we ended up with them left together. And I think we could have got them isolated too, so I think we lost 2 points out of that. We'll manage to get them all done this time. Well, assuming we're doing things properly. Again, like I say, is this correct? I don't know. Right, so let's go with the escort reaction then and see what we're going to get. Right, so just double checking before we go up there. We've no heavies, but 109 in the lead station and starboard station. This one is in the sun. I'm not so sure if that's relevant to this. It might come if we have to draw advantage cards, but so that's what we've got. So let's get an escort reaction card. Let's not have starboard or lead with red cards on it, and let's not have an ambush. Right, we've not got the ambush. We've not got the lead. We do, however, have the starboard. So there's no clouds. Can't I just do this without going to the book again? There's no clouds. Then we do help arrives, isn't that? You know what? I'm just not 100% sure. Oh, that was handy. I just flicked to the right page. 36. Clouds escape. There's no clouds. Help arrives. Reduce escort. Shift escort, and then ambush. So actually, this one's going to shift as well. So there won't be a reduction, and then there's no ambush. This, however, is going to happen. Okay, it is only 2. Could have been worse, I suppose. So no clouds escape, but starboard, it's 109s, light 109 station. We're going to get 2 advantage cards here. So I'm just going to do as I've done before again. I'm pretty sure the very first time I did this, I drew all the advantage cards and selected the aircraft, but I think it seems that the same flight could be targeted twice. Okay, I could draw the 2 cards and randomly select, and if it's the same flight, then the 2 cards go on that, and we see what happens to it. If it dies, then if it goes to a fate box, we select something else. But I'll just do one individually, and then I'll put the plane back if it survives, and then we'll do it again. We'll randomise again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so I'll just do a 1 to 9, and I'll re-roll a 10 to 12 then. To see who's getting this first one. We've got a 5. So who is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's red 3, and the 3s are generally, they're all green. So he's got a green pilot one. Just going to put the marker at the side because it's easier for me to deal with things. So red 3, yeah. Oh, that's me. That's Ling. Okay, and he's a green pilot. So he's the first one. So we're going to now draw a Luftwaffe advantage card and do a dogfight cycle. Blah blah blah. Here we go. Yes. Right, let's head on. Well, just remember what's just been said by Stu. That's going to vanish. It's 100. They must all have a vanish on them, according to what he said. Anyway. Stay on them. If the German fighters are 110s, you may replace this card and ignore an advantage card. That would have been good. That would have been good. But however, both escort stations are 109s. So we're head on to a rota of 109s. There we go. Well, if that's going to vanish, then let's just hope we don't get... Well, mind you, I don't mind being lost contact now. I'm happy for the guys to go back. Don't want them to go to the fate box. That's what we don't want now. So, and we've nobody up there just now, so it'd be nice to keep it that way. Okay, so dogfight, place fighters, and then head-on combat. Yeah, we'll just draw a card and do head-on combat. So, head-on and tailing. 109s, independent fighter. Here we go. So head-on, independent fighter, 109s. There's the vanish that he took. Oh, nice. That's right, innit? 109s, head-on. That's a beauty. So we're getting a hat. Yeah, Grant's getting his first kill. We're shooting down a 109. We're taking... Well, we've got no ammo in. Oh! Oh! You're not shooting down a 109, Grant. Took a little while for the penny to drop there, eh? Mind you, I didn't look at... I only looked at the ammo marker when I seen that it was low ammo as well. And I was like, oh, I can't go any less than no ammo. And then it clicked. So, yeah, I mean, I assume just nothing happens with that. Do you really need to go and look for this, Grant? Hang on. Yeah, it clearly says in the low ammo part here, attach a low ammo marker to our fire. If already low ammo, it's no ammo. It is no ammo. When no ammo, ignore damage results. Yeah, so clearly we are not shooting down a 109. It's fine though. It's good. So we can't get any worse than no ammo. So that doesn't apply. The damage, the hit result doesn't apply. The vanish, however, does. So he goes away. That was a shame. That was a head-on and tailing card. Yeah, and yeah, that's going to be it, isn't it? Nothing more to do. No hits to check. So he's going to go back now, and then we're going to draw. We're going to randomise for the next one. So it could be the same fight again. So again, I've got 1 to 9, and I'll reroll a 10 to 12. I'll reroll. Oh, come on. I'll reroll. No, 9 would have been fine. That's 6. Right, 6, so it's a 1. Just he's no ammo as well. This is a bit of a shame, because that just shows you it does matter sometimes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so it's red 2 this time. So red 2 is just a regular pilot. He does, however, have no ammo again. Right, so, and this is the last, this is going to be the last one though. So, worst case scenario, I think we're only, well, let's deal with it first, Grant. We might get away with this too. Luftwaffe advantage card, here we go. Right, tail this time. Right, hang on, I need to take a short break. Let me just leave things there for a minute. Right, okay, sorry, that's me back. Right, so tailed by a rota 109s. However, we've got Hun in the Sun. Now this is a starboard one, so the sun's not there, but sometimes it doesn't matter. Well, hang on, it does say if escort station, it must be in the sun. So I think this one is quite clear, isn't it? You place the rota with a swarm, and it's not. The sun is aiding the lead station and the head station, but the one we're dealing with is the 2 cards we were drawing were for the starboard station. So that, yeah, I mean, it tells you on the card with that one. Yeah, again, Grant just feels like the need to check. This card was drawn during the intercept phase or help arrives. It only applies if the escort station is in the sun. Yeah, it says it on the card, Grant. Okay, so it's just tailed by a Rota 109s. So can we get away with this? Well, I think we're probably going to go for the usual evade, aren't we? So we have placed our fighters. There's not head-on combat. We're going to do a tail maneuver, and yeah, it's same old, I think. Then yeah, like I say, we don't mind so much going. Oh, hold on. No, we've no ammo. Let's not. Let's just get rid of this guy. So we'll go for the evade. So we're going to draw 2 tailed cards and independent fighter 109s. Right, that's me zoomed right out. What we? Oh, perfect. Well, we've got a choice of that or that. Remember, the turn stuff doesn't apply. That's just a vanish. That would just be a hit. So I'll take the vanish, please. So yeah, we got away with this. So he's going away. We don't need the evade reduction either. And yeah, back he goes up there. And that's yeah, that's well. Hang on, there was some other stuff to do, wasn't there? Because the next step was reduce escort. There's no escort in the high station, so nothing to reduce. And then shift escort. Well, we do have the 109s in that lead station, so they're going to shift to the head. They're still going to be in the sun actually, and yeah, and then you've got if O station is empty, trailing moves here. Well, there's nothing in trailing either. And then there's no ambush, so that's card done. That's escort reaction. I've put that in the wrong place. That's advantage. And that's reaction. Okay. Well, that went well. That time, I mean, it didn't go so well the last time. Yeah, I noticed one of Stu's comments was, get home, go home. And I didn't. I think I stayed another round and we ended up with 3 or 4 in the fake bulks, didn't we? If I just pulled out there, I think. And of course, one of the bombers that I got destroyed for, because I made a couple of mistakes, I took that point back anyway. I've been leaving some comments as it's been going on that. It's difficult for maybe other people to follow, but suffice to say that I'm one victory point short of what I thought it was. But I've taken care of that now. I've got it marked. I think we've... is it 11 we've got instead? I thought it was 12. But I took one back because it did look like it wouldn't have been shot down. Okay, so next step, that's escort reaction, is chase. We're not going to do any chasing. There's nobody lost contact. Patrol complete. Well, we still have fighters in play, so we go to card 22. Now, this is, well, we're going to spend some fuel. It's all hiding behind this block of the blue section. So there we go, but it's still in a safe place. And escort recovery, there's no escort stations were suppressed. Escort exit. Well, I suppose we can go through the procedure. Well, actually no, this is not moved yet, so it's not sitting in a red number anyway, so we can't get any escort exit and we can't get any channel patrol. It's not a black number there either, so reform, we're not going to do any of that. That must be on the intersection map or section lost contact RF fighters. Yeah, there's got to be a lost contact on the intersection map. All our fighters are in the bomber formation area. Right, this is us now on the raid vector step. And this is when, so this will be F, isn't it? Yeah, so this is when we would now move this raid marker. Well, this is where it told us to delay the movement. The movement of the raid icon here until this step. So I think now this moves. This is all I can take from that. So when that moves there, the bombers drop the bombs. Now, where does it tell us? We've got go to card 31 to get the raid marker here. See, we're on that raid vector step. Are we to assume that we just get a raid, we get the raid icon here, and then we just follow this procedure? The bombers release ordnance, move the raid marker along the curving arrow to the turn space. But this is this that was doing that. It's not from us. Well, I mean, normally in the raid vector step, we would be revealing markers in the space one at a time. Now, it was sitting here. But I've got to assume that it means this happens right away. I think it's just to delay it to this step. But whatever, I mean, I'm sure thematically it's there. I just can't quite think it through, why this flak. Well, this flak prevented the bombers from dropping the bombs right at that time. It just delayed them a bit. Something like that. Because the flak happened first. If it'd been the other way about, if this had been round that way, obviously that wouldn't be upside down, then they would have dropped the bombs first. However, it wasn't that way, so the flak has to happen first, so it's something like that. So I don't think we're looking through all this procedure, because we're not drawing any more raid vector markers. But we kind of have to follow this, I think. So the bombers release their ordnance, move the raid marker along the curving arrow to the turn space, and then we're going to remove all these and add these, aren't we? Remove all inbound vector markers from the track, including this one, cancelling any second icon on it. Randomly draw outbound vector markers and place one in each box of the outbound row of the raid track. If some marker is on the interception map, roll a die and check for a new location. I suppose we're going to have to do all of that, I think. Because that's what would have happened. Well, hold on. That's in a different step, though. Is the rule... What bit was that? It's in the reveal bit, isn't it? Does it do the same things there? Go to card 5A. Probably does. So this is card 5A. That's what we wanted to be doing back then. If the raid marker is already on the raid track, the bombers release ordnance, see card 5B. Yeah, okay. So this is kind of the same, isn't it? Yeah, it's exactly the same. Move the raid marker along the cover out of the turn space, remove all inbound vector markers, randomly draw outbound. If sun's there, yeah, it's the same. It's the same. So that feels like we've got that right then. So now we're going to remove all of these and put the outbound markers out, and then check for the sun situation. Outbound. Right, give me a second. Right, so I better put the outbound markers out. Not that this is probably going to matter an awful lot, because I don't think we're going to be stepping into that area. But we'll put them there, and then that stays there. The other ones just go back in the tray. And then the sun is on the map, so we're going to, and the sun is in what position? Nose. So we're going to roll even, it'll go to port, odd, it'll go to starboard. Oops. So even to port, odd to starboard. It is even. And the sun goes to port high, so it only covers that, and then obviously that for us. And that's it. After effects are applied, the raid vector step is ended. Go back to card 12 and restart the interception sequence. Yeah, okay. So back to card 12. Would be our orders. Wait now. Right, sorry, back again. I'm interrupted. So, if escort station... No, it's not that. Formation squadron that are on the ascension map must be given order. If no formations on the ascension map, go to 18. Yeah, so we go to card 18, and this is where we can bail out, I think. Not bail out. That's the wrong terminology, Grant. Return to base. So, if none of your ally fighters are in the bomber formation, well, they are. But, however, unengaged fighters in the bomber formation area must return to base or attack bombers. So, now's the time, Now's the time. I mean, yeah, I started thinking and thought, no, don't be silly, Grant. I mean, plus the fact, what we've got, no ammo. There's 5 of them with no ammo. One of them's with their guns jammed. And, you know, what am I likely to do? Possibly score, well, no, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of the 9 are going to go back. So at best I'm going to have 4 fighters. Is that right? Yeah. At best I'm going to have 4 fighters. And remember, they are Stukas, aren't they? So they only take 3 hits. But I mean, there's no damage either. So yeah, let's not mess about. They're going back to base, right? So we're going to return all them to base. Which means I can get rid of all the ammo markers and the jam marker. There we go. Is it by magic? They're gone. So, and then now all of these can go up on the return to base track. We've got yellow. We've got the whole section of yellow, red, and green. They're all going to be piled up in here. So, I don't even think I need to do that, really, do I? I don't think I need to do that. They're all then basically landed fine and in the hangar, aren't they? Well, let's just not bother moving them from there, right? But they are all in this box here. And now this is also not under a... Well, it wouldn't have mattered anyway, would it? It's not that I've returned to base where there's a over the channel, so I've not got issues with that either. So they're fine. Everybody's fine. So well, let's done that. So we've done that. So if if one or more RA fighters in the bomber formation are drawing an escort reaction card, well, there's not. So we're not drawing one of them. We are not chasing. Is the patrol complete? If RAF fighters on the RTB track or in fate boxes, patrol ends, go to card 36, initiate RTB sequence. So that's what we're doing. Right, good. Not that one. 36, that's the last card. So let's just bring that out there. Let's just get rid of these so that I can move the map down a little bit, make it easier for myself. 109, that's the escort stations. Don't think we need them anymore. So I'm going to bring this down a bit, have a look. Well, actually, no, we're not doing anything anywhere, are we? So fate, check each fighter in a fate box if die roll results then, but hang a roll again for fighter. There's nobody in the fate boxes. It's as if we know what we're doing now, isn't it? Tool check each fighter on the RTB track. If in a space with a bailout number roll die to see if pilot bailout. Well, remember, the big pile of them are in here. We've got the blue ones in there. Nowhere near these 3, so plenty of fuel left, not an issue. Channel recovery, there's nobody, no pilots that bailed out over the channel, so doesn't need to be done. Pilots update, pilot roster, patrols phone and kills. Well, I'm putting the patrols phone at the beginning of this, the patrol. I'm just filling them all out, because even if they die, they've still been in that patrol. So that's how I'm doing it. It is telling you to do it there now. As long as you're consistent with that, I don't think it matters, does it? Scratch kill pilots off the roster, there's none of that. Replacement rate equals 1 pilot per patrol. Check status of pilots in hospital. Okay, move pilots out of the bailout box. Talent points, score your patrol by awarding victory points after completing the RTB sequence, start a new patrol. Okay, two or three things that I caught there. The replacement rate, 1 pilot per patrol. That should mean I'm gonna. Is there a page number for all that? Well, victory points is page 48. It's the bit about the 1 pilot. I think that's in here actually. 48. To replace a pilot, invent a new name. Right, hang on. If a pilot dies, scratch them from the roster. In a campaign, you're permitted to replace one scratch pilot after each patrol. Good. So I can do that here. So, I mean, we didn't lose anybody in that patrol, but I can get rid of... Sorry guys, that's a horrible way of saying it. We lost Kotsurinas and Sheehan, so I can replace one of them now. So I'll just replace Kotsurinas with somebody else. So hang on. Right, okay, so I've replaced Kotsurinas with King. Obviously he's not done anything yet, and he's a green pilot. So that allows me to take this and put it up here. Now he's green though, so that goes there. I've run out of green cubes. Got that many green pilots now. Right, what are a couple? So he's green, so he's available now as well. Okay, I think that was fine. Right, the next bit there that I wasn't sure about is says check the guys in the hospital. We've still got that guy in the hospital, but check status of pilots in hospital. Move pilots out of bailout box. There's nothing in the bailout box. Hospital. What does it tell you? Wounded. Yeah, I think again, because we checked him at the start of the patrol, sorry, it was at the start of that patrol, didn't we? It says, place a pilot marker in the hospital box. So this was done, and at the start of the next patrol, roll a die for him. Do this after assigning pilots to aircraft. If discharged, his injuries are so severe, can't return to duty, treat this result as a KIA. If the result is hospital, the pilot remains in the box until the start of the next patrol, which is where we are, when you may check his status again. You may elect to voluntarily apply a discharge result instead. So yeah, he's just going to sit there in the hospital all the time, then we might want to just say that he's discharged and that's a KIA result, and then we can move on. If the result is returned, the pilot is ready for duty. He must sit the next patrol out. You can move his pilot marker out of the hospital box, thus allowing you to assign him to a fighter after the next patrol. Yeah, okay. Okay, so yeah, he's just going to sit there. We don't need to do anything with him for now. I'm sure there was one other thing here. Check the pilot, score your patrol by 1 victory points, start a new patrol. No, that was it. Right, so victory points. Well, we isolated all 6 tiles. So, well, I've already wrote that in because it's better to do that before the bombs get dropped, or well, you need to do it as the bombs get dropped, don't you? But we got all 6 anyway, so I just marked that in. Bomber kills. Well, we've got 5 that were destroyed, but this one, the reason it's got a green marker was it was destroyed by flak. So we've got 4 bomber kills. So we get a 4 in here. There was no escorts killed. Yeah, I thought I had one until I realised I had no ammo. Yeah, we've only got the 1 escort kill marker there from the previous patrol. So yeah, and if we do get one, I should mark it in this box right away, really, because there's not I'm not tracking that in any other way. So no escorts. So victory point wise, it's going to be 10. So 11 the first time, 10. But looking back on that last one, I could see where I could have had another couple, I think, when Tim pointed out. Whether it's obvious or not, it's a wee bit of a puzzle. I think some of the shapes of them, you can see that's why they've done it that way. It's quite clever. But yeah, when he said that, I thought, all I needed was one aircraft on that, and I probably would have got the other 2 points. We had nobody bailed out. Well, we had nobody wounded. There is still the guy in the hospital. So, with nobody killed in action, I think for the patrol we had nobody wounded. So, there we go. So, and then I might as well just jot down Chapter 1, Patrol 3 here. And I might actually try and get this started as well, because I wanted a bit more game time. But so that's covered. Our pilots are covered, I think. We should have 9 bomber kills, in total now. So maybe just have a double check to that. So mind you, I scratched off a couple, didn't I? So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, somebody. Well, I think it was Kotsarinas had a bomber kill, but I mean, at the time, that's a victory point, I think. Yeah, because it's just about destroying bombers. That's all it says, I think. I don't think it's in. Is it in the? It's maybe not in the rule book. I think it's maybe in the. Oh, Italian points. Yeah. Bomber destroyed. Bomber destroyed, 1 victory point. Your squadron earns 1 victory point for each bomber destroyed by our RAF fighters. Bomber destroyed by flak does not count. That's why that one's marked with the cube. I can take that away now. And it doesn't say that if your pilot dies or killed in action, you don't get the credit for that. Yeah, you do. And then for every 4 Luftwaffe fighters destroyed, you get 1 victory point. Now, I wonder, is that cumulative going by patrol? We've got 1 escort kill there. If I happen to score 3 escort kills in the next patrol, does that give me 1 victory point? Or is it per patrol? Note the number of victory points your squadron earned. A scenario may have unique victory conditions, but victory points in a patrol during the campaign are earned as follows. Might suggest that they all need to be in the same patrol to get the 1 victory point for the 4 fighters. And then the other one's the isolated bomber tile, which is the main one, isn't it? Okay, so that's it, and we can get set up for patrol number 3. So 37 minutes. Yeah, it's a short part, but it's fine. It's fine. I'm as well just cutting that as a part, I'm not. So let me do that, and I can copy the part across and get the next bit set up, and maybe get a couple of bits of movement done before I need to call it a day. Okay, so that patrol went in much quicker than previous. So right, hang on though. Well, it's fine. I guess that's for the next patrol, because we've got to remember that every one of these guys that have got 2 patrols flowing together, well, to be honest, it's everyone's got 2 patrols. These are all going to be fatigued, so we want to give them a rest. We don't want Brown, Drake, Every, Hall, Lang, Moffat, and that's it. We don't want them participating in the next patrol because they get a -1 to a lot of things. So we're better giving them a rest. Okay, right. I'll call that a part, and I'll be back with Patrol 3 shortly. Cheers.